Stories that are both a delight to read and to hear. Hector the Collector. There's a boy down our street who had a strange habit. He'd collect everything just so he could have it. His parents were worried their home was a wreck, but the problem was not what you'd think or expect. Hector wasn't spoiled, never asked for things new, but could not throw things away without turning blue. They said that his case was the first, and he liked to collect things, which made it the worst. The doctors had told them, his problem won't last, that someday it will all be a thing of the past. Turning blue is most odd, we all do admit, but to let him collect things won't hurt a bit. To stop his collecting, to stop that strong need, may start other problems. Of this we're all agreed. So their house is filled up with things of all sorts. That's what we hear from the neighbors' reports. Cereal boxes, tomato soup cans, chocolate bar wrappers, and empty jars from fruit jams. To the right and the left, everything and much more. So much stuff that it's hard to shut the front door. Some things he collected no one would want, but no one could tell him why he should not. Like those nails with heads that are on the wrong ends, and a few hammered wrong that have twists and bends. Rubber bands and tin foil are collected by some. Hector collected well-used chewing gum. As everything does, it started out small, then slowly became a giant goo ball. All Hector's friends stuck on sloppy chunks until it became the biggest gum hunk. Locked up in the closet behind the door screens are all the street's green lima beans. His plan was half smart, simple, and neat. When locked in the closet, there were none left to eat. He thought he locked up the whole lot, but there may be some he forgot. Hector collected many things not the same, and some of those things would be hard to name. He started naming a few with friendly names like Harry and Lou. Hector started collecting what no one else can. We really don't know just how it began. He found a few things that are one of a kind. Some things must have been very hard to find. The more he would find, the more he collected. He's filled up their house with things unexpected. Stumbling blocks, floating rocks, horse feathers of different colors, things that scare you under covers, donut holes, 2 North Poles, this and that, something moving in a sack, the weirdest thing I ever saw, and even the very, very last straw. Beside the spotted dragon's egg, you'll find a pirate's wooden leg. With boxes piled everywhere, it was Hector's mums and dad's nightmare. Inside their freezer, cold as ice, were objects that I looked at twice. Beside 2 snowflakes, which were the same, I saw a frozen candle flame. Some pictures pinned up on the wall were of strange things I'd never seen at all. Garden weeds that were wearing tweeds, some things in chains which had no names, alligators made of snow, and big feet standing in a row. A needle he found in the biggest haystack, and a not-so-fat elephant. Some things he collected are scary on sight. It's good that the lids of the jars are on tight. There was a small termite. Hector named him Tiny Larry. I know Tiny Larry does not sound very scary, but the whole town remembers our missing library. Tiny Larry was hungry, that's all that it took. The stairs were left there and only 4 books. Hector lost 40 winks, or maybe even more, that were found by the neighbor who snores next door. Hector's new flashlight just didn't shine right, even though the light was really quite bright. When visiting, stay close, don't roam, don't go exploring on your own. Don't wander off down the dark hall where nobody ever goes walking at all. One day, Hector's need to collect went away, and he stopped turning blue that very same day. But the problem hasn't changed, and the mess has still grown. Hector's parents both think that they need a new home. I know you will agree what a problem this is. Hector's sister's collection now includes all of his.